It's a nice day in the neighborhood, so I thought that I would go ahead and do the chipping part of this series and get a lot of that done over with. So it's holding off because it's been kind of rainy in Seattle, but today we had a nice day, and tomorrow it's supposed to be flood weather again. So we'll start up. I'm going to go. I'm going to take this off the camera or this tripod and show you what I've got to chip up as a kind of a preliminary. So when you see me doing it, you'll know what I'm doing. Okay, those are the little tiny limbs that fall out. I have this pile here. Some of that stuff I would probably save for firewood, but I'm going to chip it up just for the heck of it. I've got plenty of firewood right now. And then over here I've got some other bundles that I've set aside. I've tied them up. You can see there's some string right here. It's kind of an experiment to see if that bundling will save me time and effort and gasoline running this stuff through. It's getting close to the 4-inch maximum, but since they're this little limbs, they should separate, and once it gets down inside the machine and go through okay. So let me go back and start this guy up and let it run for a minute, and we'll start. I need to let it set there with the valve open so it fills the bowl up. So it took 4 strokes, but it's cold out too. So let me just get warm up. I'll come back. Well, I'm running out of camera battery here, so you can see that it's running pretty good on small stuff, big stuff. I got to block the hole where the handle was because it's blowing chips all over my tractor. So we'll come back. Got to go empty the cart now. It's full, so we'll come back and finish up later. For me to say that I'm not, well, it'd be easy for me to say that I'm completely impressed with what this big bastard can do. Probably would have been easier on the knives if I would have had this last year when everything was green, but it seemed to work pretty good, and I find that I was getting less kickback when I was gang feeding those smaller ones. You know, if they're, I mean, this will take up to 4-inch diameter, it says on the machine. In the manual it says 2.5, so I don't know what to cover, but they always say 4-inch, so I'll go with 4-inch. But you get all those little guys together and they'll probably get close to 4-inch. And there was that one when I had that bundle of cedar limbs that it was like it almost choked on, but it powered through. That heavy drum in there just kind of kept going. And I got one full cart. That box was completely full of chips and spilling out the back. So now I've got this one, and God, I don't know. I don't even know if I spent an hour on this. Maybe even less. I mean, it just, if I hadn't been wasting my time, well, not wasting my time, but if I hadn't been recording this and starting and stopping and not collecting it in the wagon and just piling on the ground, I mean, it would just been half an hour maybe. You know, I mean, this is a eating son of a gun. And I finally realized why it's a 1260. It's 12 inches wide by 6 inches high, which gives the reason why the other one is a 650, because it's 6 inches wide by 5 inches high. So, and I got this one as opposed to the smaller one, mainly because of this big opening here, the maw. You know, I mean, this thing you could stick in a lot. And I had that one stick there with the orange flag on it, and I was using that. I was still about 6-7 inches away from the knives, but I wanted, you know, a poking stick and stuff in case some of that littler stuff got stuck in the throat, but it didn't, and it just sucked it right on through. So I'm impressed. I had, like I said before, anything inch and over is firewood. I got piles of that to burn, and I'm burning right now. But all the small stuff is fair game. But in case, you know, I get a big winter snowstorm or a blow, or the neighbors, you know, want some help, I'm ready there for them. I'm pretty impressed with this dang thing. I wish I would have got it last year. So, well, see you guys later. I don't know what on, but you know, this has been interesting.